Coming up on this edition of Access Virginia Beach, just how safe is our city? The police department releases crime rates for the year. See what they found. Plus, they're 900 strong and looking to add to the ranks. We'll give you a behind-the-scenes look at the volunteer emergency medical services. And the city gets some national exposure in an extreme way. We'll bring you the details. That and more are coming up as we access Virginia Beach. Hello and welcome to VBTV's Access Virginia Beach, a program that informs you of news and events from around our city and schools. I'm Mikki Acedo. Thanks for joining us. Virginia Beach has consistently rated as one of the safest cities in the nation, and that trend continues. Overall crime rates in the city dropped slightly from 2009 figures. The department also saw many more decreases across the board, according to newly released 2010 crime statistics. At a recent press conference, Chief Jim Cervera announced that violent crime figures fell 10.3% when compared to 2009.
If you look at a snapshot for where we've been for the last at least 6 years, you will see a reduction in robberies in our city over a 6-year period. Last year we finished up with about 434 robberies in our city.
Homicides decreased 22.2% and robberies decreased by 4.1%. Aggravated assault and rape cases also saw a decrease.
We've worked extremely hard over the years to reduce the number of robberies in our city and to increase our clearance rates. You could also see, and we've provided everyone with the numbers, that our clearance rates have been in at least the 30% range, which is well above that of the national average.
Cervera also announced that the FBI will once again name Virginia Beach the safest city of its size in the nation. And with more than 800 police officers, it's no wonder Virginia Beach remains one of the safest cities in the nation, but it's also because of crime prevention tools like the Robbery and Awareness Seminar. Held at the Central Library, the event was geared towards business owners in the community.
We're going to be focusing on how to recognize suspicious behavior, suspicious individuals, how to handle that. Crime prevention through environmental design, how to design your business to reduce the likelihood of it becoming a target.
Staff members spoke of methods to keep yourself and business safe and how to respond if you are robbed.
Recognizing suspicious behavior and what to do when you witness suspicious behavior, how to call it in, how to be a good witness for us, how to be good eyes and ears for the police department.
Last month saw a significant rise in commercial robberies across the city.
So we wanted to offer our business community some information and tips on how to keep them safe and prevent some future robberies from occurring.
Police are also promoting the Business Watch program, which is similar to the Neighborhood Watch program, but tailored for the business community. General training sessions are held the second Wednesday of every month. For more information, call 385-1006. They are more than 900 strong, and last year alone they responded to close to 40,000 calls. We're talking about the Virginia Beach's Volunteer Emergency Medical Services. Now, if you've ever wondered what it's like to be part of the EMS volunteer team, then look no further. Access reporter Robert Patterson shows us what it takes to get the job done.
When it comes to medical emergencies, the motivated and highly trained volunteer crews of EMS will be at your service.
Our system is unique in the way that it is a volunteer system because all the cities surrounding our area are jointly with fire and EMS. EMS in Virginia Beach has remained all volunteer throughout the years.
We respond to medical emergencies, traumas. We have 1 or 2 crews on day and night, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Virginia Beach is well known for having the largest volunteer rescue squad in the country.
All right, I'm going to check his pupils.
They're always looking for new volunteers, and it's not as difficult as you might think.
It is free for them to come out and take a comprehensive Commonwealth of Virginia EMT program. They learn how to evaluate patients. They learn how to stop bleeding, help do CPR on somebody, manage the patient as far as different wounds and injuries. If the patient is sick, how to take care of them depending on their injury or illness.
So do we know if this patient's allergic to anything?
There should be a med bracelet or a med tag somewhere on this patient.
And no medical background is needed. After about 5 months of classes, mock scenarios, and thorough training, volunteers hit the streets learning the ropes from other experienced volunteers.
Once they graduate from the program, following state testing. Then they go out to the field at the rescue squad where they are trainees until released as an attendant in charge.
There are 10 volunteer stations located around the city, but they support much more than just ambulances.
They also can join our bike team, our marine rescue team, our squad truck team, our search and rescue team, and become involved that way in the community to assist.
Whether it's a way to get involved with the community or maybe a chance to break into the medical field, most volunteers find their efforts very rewarding.
It makes you feel good that you can give back to people that are in need, that are injured or are truly in an emergency. People who call 911 for various reasons, and you're there to help them. And it's definitely neat to see them being appreciative and saying thank you when you take them to the hospital.
To qualify, you must have a high school diploma or GED, have a good driver's license, and of course the desire to give back to the community. After completion of all required training, EMS volunteers commit to 48 hours a month. All types of people with all kinds of backgrounds and skills make up the volunteer rescue squads of Virginia Beach. If you're interested in volunteering, log on to vbems.com or call 385-2911. Reporting for VBTV, I'm Robert Patterson.
The EMS Training Center holds several EMT classes each year. Typically, they are held in the evenings and include a couple of Saturday workshops. Log on to vbems.com for detailed information. Whether it's volunteering for EMS or any other service around the city, our citizens selflessly give their time and energy. So, when the crew from Extreme Makeover Home Edition made a special stop in Virginia Beach, it was no surprise when thousands of volunteers stepped up to the plate.
Where can you go and find a community to come together and get out here and build a house in such a short time period?
Evidently, they didn't have to go far. From teardown to construction, thousands of volunteers helped build this home for a very deserving family.
Man, look at that. We got a notice on that. Yeah.
Even the city manager, mayor, and council members stopped by to check out all the fanfare.
When you see the community coming together to make something like this happen, ask me if I'm surprised. No, because I've always known that this is the greatest place in the world to live in. This is evidence of it right behind me.
The community also came together for food drives and fundraisers like this one, Extreme March to Make a Difference. Beverly Hill, her husband, and their 6 adopted daughters were chosen to receive the home thanks to their work with the needy and foster care children. This episode is scheduled to air on ABC later this year. The Contemporary Art Center of Virginia is well known for its unique art collections, but when a new exhibit featuring uncanny, lifelike sculptures is unveiled, well, even the regulars are amazed. These bizarre life-size sculptures are setting up shop at the Contemporary Art Center. They are part of the newest exhibition, Ultra-Realistic Sculpture by Marc Sijan.
When people come into the space, they're kind of blown away that they are so hyper-real, that they look like you and me and people that we see out on the street. But they're also kind of on the verge of movement, so they're not really static. So I think he wants people to think about what they might say, what they might be thinking, who these people are.
From blemishes to bald spots, the artists paid extreme attention to detail while creating this cast of characters. To achieve the uncanny realism, the artist applies up to 25 coats of paint for the flesh tones. Sijan's work has won him recognition throughout the country. You can check out his work firsthand now through the end of June. Log on to cacv.org for museum hours and admission. Coming up next on this edition of Access Virginia Beach, locked out? Make sure you don't get scammed. We'll show you how. Plus, we'll tell you about a GED transition program that is helping students succeed. That and more coming up next.
Step back in time to learn the story of determined individuals who wanted more for their children. The Union Kempsville Museum tells the story of the first and only school for African American children in segregated Princess Anne County. Located at the Renaissance Academy in Virginia Beach, the museum contains artifacts from the school's history like old photographs, athletic equipment, and prom queen crowns. Interactive features keep the stories of triumph alive. The school may be closed, but the legacy lives on. Visit the Union Kempsville Museum, a story for all people.
Virginia Beach Schools Parent Connection is your one-stop resource for information and events which support families and promote student success. Do you want to learn how to be a great dad? Starting March 10th, attend 24/7 Dad, a 12-week community-based program designed to help men develop the attitudes, knowledge, and skills they need to get and stay involved with their children. For more information or to sign up, contact Clarice Whitehill at 385-0810. Have you ever wondered why your child is so angry, or what you can do to manage their angry behavior? Are some children more prone to anger outbursts than others? On March 16th at CHKD, from 7 to 9 p.m., parents will learn to understand the causes of anger and how to anticipate and diffuse angry outbursts, helping their children to manage their own emotions. This collaborative learning opportunity will allow parents to walk away with the insight, empathy, and skills needed to increase their child's ability to cope with frustrations and become a happier, more cooperative child. Call 263-1936 to register. To learn more about these activities or to see a complete calendar of March events, visit the Parent Connection page of vbschools.com.
Welcome back to Access Virginia Beach. I'm Mikki Acedo. There are hundreds of scams out there that swindle consumers out of their very hard-earned money. The Consumer Affairs Program wants to make sure you're protected. To help spread awareness, here's Macy Pridgeon with more.
Hello, I'm Macy Pridgeon, Public Information Officer for the Virginia Beach Commonwealth Attorney's Office, warning citizens to beware of untrustworthy locksmith companies who are ripping off consumers across the country. Most locksmiths are honest, but a few are not. So the next time you find yourself locked out, don't fall for the locksmith scam. These companies are very good at posing as trustworthy local locksmiths. However, when you call the number advertised, you may be switched to a call center in another state without your knowledge. You may be quoted a reasonable price over the phone, but when the locksmith arrives, usually in an unmarked vehicle, he demands more money than originally quoted, charges for unnecessary services, and only accepts cash. There are measures out there to protect you. Here's what you need to know. Virginia's Department of Criminal Justice Services regulates and licenses locksmiths. Legitimate locksmiths always carry ID with their designated DCJS number, so ask to see it. They usually arrive in a company vehicle with a business name displayed and don't demand payment up front. If in doubt, tell them you do not require their services anymore and contact the police department. Remember, follow up by reporting the incident to the Virginia Department of Criminal Justice Services. So, how do you protect yourself? Be careful. Don't pick a company randomly. If you are stuck in a situation where you need help right away, try to find a familiar name. If you can get to a computer or have internet on your cell phone, check the company online at the Better Business Bureau's website. If not, call a friend to see if they have dealt with a good local company. It's better to be safe than sorry, so find a reputable locksmith now before you actually need one. And remember to verify the company with the Better Business Bureau.
This message was brought to you by the Office of the Commonwealth's Attorney, keeping citizens informed because forewarned is forearmed.
For consumer concerns or information on safety recalls, call the Consumer Affairs Office at 385-6373. Most parents belong to the National Hip Bank. You know, when your child asks for money and you reach into your hip pocket to give it to them. Well, the Department of Public Libraries and the school division are offering a series of programs designed to teach your kids how to manage their own money and to leave your wallet alone.
You are now in your mid-20s. What is the first thing I expect you to do? Job. You, don't be lazy, get a job.
The program promotes financial awareness for today's youth.
Your Money for Life is a series of 25 programs that are happening between February and November at the Virginia Beach Public Library. We are bringing outside speakers, educators in the financial industry from credit unions and other organizations into the library to help teens between the ages of 12 and 18 learn about how to manage their money.
Designed for students aged 12 to 18, the course teaches kids one thing:
financial literacy. I tell these kids that if somebody had told me what I'm going to tell them when I was their age, my life would be greatly different at this point.
By informing students about money management through real-life scenarios, it alerts them to possible situations they could find themselves in.
We try to get them involved in what do they need to do to be financially free. Sometimes it's as simple as, I don't know how to balance my checkbook, or I don't even know what a debit card is, and that's great. But what are we going to do about when you go to buy your first car? Do you know how to read a contract? What about your credit card? How can you shop around for the best APR? What does it mean to go over the limit? We tell them that their credit score is the most important number in their life after their Social Security number.
Participants learn about the value of a good education as well as sound fiscal responsibilities. Middle and high school teachers can even request the library department to teach a lesson for their students.
The reality store is actually an opportunity for teens aged 12 to 18 to have a real look at how adults have to deal with money.
And if these seminars or school visits are not possible, every local branch of the library has books that will teach you the same lessons. The reality store makes a special stop at the Central Library on February 26th from 10 a.m. to noon. Your Money for Life has 2 seminars planned for March. The first one, on the 12th, is being held at the Pungo Branch Library beginning at 2 p.m. The second is being held at the Bayside Area Branch on the 24th at 5:30 p.m. Contact those branches to register or go online at vbgov.com/library. Do you know any kids that stand out for their leadership? How about adults who contribute to the community? If so, then nominate them for one of Virginia Beach's Best All-Around Awards. Nominees must live in Virginia Beach, be enrolled in grades 1 through 12, and demonstrate leadership and community involvement. Awards will also be given to inspirational adults who work with children and teens. Nomination forms are available at all recreation centers and libraries and online at vbgov.com/YOO. Forms must be submitted by March 1st. Top nominees will be recognized at the annual awards banquet scheduled for May 14th. In today's economy, it's tough to find a job, and for those who didn't graduate from high school, it's even tougher. The Virginia Community College System, along with the Department of Education, is offering a new transition program to help make the future a little brighter.
Okay, the ideal is bring those who have taken the GED test, not completed the testing, whether it's parts of the test or completed the required points, bring them into the program as a transition candidate. Having a mentor and someone to buy into your success is a great tool to use, and this program is perfect for that. It costs them nothing.
That priceless tool is the Southeastern Virginia GED Transition Program.
If you would, look at your list of careers.
The program helps GED passers discover college opportunities and even offers classes that help non-passers prepare for future exams.
Those classes are to help build up their education level so that they can go in to take the GED test. The additional portion of that is that we provide workshops for academics, self-development, and career assessment.
And students can find a variety of those GED prep classes right here at the Virginia Beach Adult Learning Center.
Math, reading, language, writing, social studies, and science, and those actually are the 5 areas covered on the GED test. So students are learning exactly what they need to be successful when they take the GED test.
Both day and evening classes are held throughout the school year.
Word problem itself is a critical skill for success on the GED test.
Education is the key to success, and for students like Victoria, obtaining a GED has unlocked their future.
It was great. It was a great experience. I didn't think and didn't know what I was going to get myself into. It was more like, okay, let's get a GED, get some kind of like American education, and I'm like really going for it now. Now I really want to pursue more of the education.
Log on to adultlearning.vbschools.com for more information on classes offered, or call 482-5680 to speak with a transition specialist. Anti-bullying lessons are happening in every school system across the nation. Students and staff at the Old Donation Center recently held a pep rally of their own designed to stop bullying behaviors.
So, Aaron, I've noticed that you've been kind of down lately. What's wrong?
I'm getting teased a lot by being called weirdo and shorty. I've heard other mean comments.
5th grade students performed a variety of skits, all designed to warn them and their peers about bullying techniques.
The month of January in the whole Virginia Beach public schools is a bullying awareness, knowing how to handle bullying. And Old Donation Center took that, and we have had a total month of doing some anti-bullying strategies.
Those strategies included informing students about bullying styles and showing them how to respond.
It is so important for people to realize that they make the decisions and stand up for who they believe in. If we let other people determine who we're going to be, then we just need to get our own confidence.
ODC's partner in education, King Tiger Martial Arts, demonstrated some techniques designed to stop bullying.
I don't like your invisible shoes.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Anti-bullying is very important. As far as steps, it's very important so the child knows exactly what to do. Ms. McClellan had a very, very great presentation as far as talking when they get into a situation, and it progresses from there. They get a chance to not only participate in it, so it's a very active type seminar, and the children get a real kick out of being able to get up on stage with the rest of the other kids.
The activity urges kids to make parents, teachers, and even classmates aware of any bullying behavior.
Anti-bullying is happening everywhere, and it's a big problem because it's not only for the people who are being bullied, but it's for the people that are bullying others, because they have an inner conscience where they don't like how they act or who they really are.
And that is a big step in gaining control of this dilemma.
I mean, people are going to say things to us. We can't control that. So if we don't take it personally, we believe in ourselves, we go to people that we trust, we can be who we want to be.
And to further drive home the point, every student was given a Bullying Stops Here button. To learn more about what the school system is doing to stop bullying, log on to vbschools.com and enter bullying in the search window. And with that, we've come to the end of our show. But if you've missed something or would like to see it again, you can view this program online. Log on to vbgov.com/eStream, then find and click on Access Virginia Beach. For everyone here at VBTV, I'm Mikki Acedo. Thanks for watching.